Well, welcome to round 2 of the GT Pro Dragons Trail in Croatia. It is Stephen again on the commentary with Ship. So,
How are you doing? Good evening.
good evening.
I'll get this. Sorry, I can't action and talk at the same time, but I'm just checking. Yep, we've got 14 drivers. We'll make a start.
All drivers are here. This is a difficult track. I feel like it's going to be a very difficult track. I don't know if you think that.
In both, quali and the race, because it's so difficult to hook up a lap here. Because one of the big keys is those curbs, isn't it? And if you hit those curbs right, you're going to set a good lap. If you hit the curbs wrong, you're in the wall. So could be interesting.
There's a lot of difficult corners where you could lose time, gain time.
That's it. And it's how hard you push, like those left-handers early on. Do you push through them, or do you go a bit more conservative?
That's the truth. It's a risk and reward of it, I would say. But
the other thing, I was talking to Tom HKR earlier from GT Class, and he said since we went to the 20-litre setting in qualifying, do you just bound out and do laps for the whole 10 minutes, or do you box a fresh softs where you'll have better tyres, but then obviously the game will also refuel you? What do you think? What would you... Or do you just want to stay in your rhythm?
I would say just stay in the rhythm. Because if you box in, you get in a different rhythm than you practice. You never think about putting on a brand new set of tyres. Usually the tyres don't wear enough to...
It's only times one, isn't it?
So, it's one of those things where I wouldn't think it would change that much. You might gain a slight 10th, but...
With how close this field is, I mean, I'm going to have a punt now and say that I reckon the field will be covered by less than a second.
Yeah.
Unless
someone makes a mistake, this is let's try and get into that time to try and get close to the person in front of you. Because you don't want to get too close to the guy in front of you, because the dirty air can hamper you.
Absolutely.
Around this track. But if the guy in front of you is slow in qualifying, then you have to try and get near them.
I can see that Alice has gone out right at the back, giving himself plenty of room, whereas in the middle we've got quite a few people bunched up. But is it Filthy that's going to set the first time? I can see you're following him.
Yep, Filthy setting the first time. It looks clean around the first two corners. And now it's coming up to one of the worst corners ever. You need to get these corners right. You can gain like half a second if you ace it. Which is really good.
He had a little wobble, didn't he?
He's kept it going though.
No, that's it. Good momentum.
That's good momentum and a good line through there.
If you stick with him, I'll see what's happening behind.
Yep, I'll stick with him. He's going through this S part.
He's going to set our first bank of time, isn't he?
Yep. It's a track where you want to push, but if you push too much, you just get punished.
So a lot of the guys thinking this might be a track for the MR cars, and maybe Panda might be a good shout.
I would imagine, it would be really good for the MR cars. Just to have
quick the co's doing.
It has more weight at the back, so the back will twitch. It might twitch a bit more at the back, but it does get you turned in for these corners.
But twitchy is fast, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the truth.
And I think last night's sprint there was 3 Ferraris in the top 6, so shows that the car's quick here.
But you always got to remember the tyre wear as well.
And it is hard on its tyres, isn't it?
Yep. The first lap is a 31.1, which is a good lap.
I was going to say it's pretty damn fast. I think we'll be in the I mean, last night they were in the low 30s.
Just spun.
Oh wow! What a lap from Dad.
Dad Leisure. Oh jeez. Oh, what a lap from Chunky.
Pipped it just.
We can already tell it's going to be a really good fight.
I'd have thought boosted his pace last night was unreal, considering he accidentally nerfed himself and raced on mediums in a no tyre wear race. Apex got his window wiper going.
So it's first round of laps, Chunky takes it, and then and then boosted top 3, which is.
And Chunky tells me this is his worst track. So is he sandbagging us?
Maybe, you never know with him. He can say it's his worst track, and then he'll still beat you. He's that type of person.
Apex has his wiper on, but on that front it is dynamic weather tonight. Now generally speaking, I think because Gran Turismo has so many weather settings, the rain doesn't come that often because there's about 20 different cloud settings that it can randomly pick, isn't there? So,
Yeah.
but it's another potential. And I'm right thinking that your brother SD is retiring straight to the pits if it rains. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like both of them are going to go to the pits if they see a drop of rain tonight. But it's interesting. And do you know how we were talking about people going into the pit to get that fresh tyre? I just seen Range went in, but I don't know if he's just went straight in from the exit or he's went in to put on new tyres.
Which I always find strange that on this game in ACC you can just exit straight to the pits because they're more simulator-based games, but it is what it is. Now we're not too far from the prediction. Oh my goodness! I was going to say
put another time in there.
At the minute, first to 12th is 1.5 seconds, so it's still pretty damn tight.
Yeah.
And that's the only representative laps because I don't think Asfield's is representative.
Rich had the barrier on his out lap there. What's going on there?
Last week's winner? Yes, he was. Yeah.
Last week's winner by a mile, I would say. Maybe he's just struggling in that car. It could be that.
The one I'm surprised with at the moment is Asriel, because I was thinking that BRZ might fly around here.
Yeah, I mean,
P13, 2 seconds off.
It just might be that it's that big back
just
straight.
Hooking up. Yeah.
Just trying to get that going.
So Alice has just dropped into 8th, so everyone's done a representative lap.
Yep.
And they're saying that, no, Asriel's wasn't representative, he's 5 tenths up now in the first sector, so... We've got Apex as well, haven't we, resumed from the GT class. That'll be interesting to see how close this gap is.
Barrier.
Oh. Do you know what? This is people going in the barrier in a 10-minute quali. Yes, they'll be pushing harder, but it just shows, doesn't it, later in the main race, how on a knife edge this race will be.
I know we were talking about the Ferrari being one of the quicker cars around here, but Panda's in 13th right now.
I know, but look how tight it's 1.5 seconds. Yeah. I have a horrible feeling that he might drop to last in the mix. I think Asriel's going to potentially improve on Panda's time.
Oh. Just on board with Honda. Let's see if he can improve on his lap here.
Yeah, I've got your stream on next to me.
Oh, he has improved.
In the control room. Yeah,
only one place he gains from a 210.
What I'll say about Honda though is always got very good racecraft, very good in the strategy. Yeah. Right, so Asriel didn't take Panda's place, so he's done a lap. He is P14, so he's got 1.6 seconds from 1st to 14th. Pretty damn tight.
That is pretty close. I've looked, and from 7th up to 1st, it is between 1 second.
And when you consider that Chunks put, he's put quarter of a second on the field when it's this tight. Do you know what, though? When he delivers, he does deliver.
He does.
He drives on the edge, so there's always that chance of it, but also it's that edge that brings the pace, isn't it, for him?
Yeah, but it's not one in qualifying, it's always one on the race.
Exactly, it's an hour race, isn't it? And
anything can go wrong in the race.
Yeah, and there's no get out of jail free cards in Gran Turismo, there's no safety car to bail you out. If you have basically now, with how tight this field is, if you have a major incident or mistake, you can't win the race. There's no knives. Yeah. I think previously the gap was a bit more. The faster guys could maybe get away with a little early incident or something and still win. Not now, because you've got no chance now.
They've also, all of them have got to worry about damage as well, because having damage around here is going to really hurt you.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Asriel's time at the minute in P14, 31.8. What do you think the GT class pole will be?
GT class?
You're rocking a 31.45?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I think the fastest I've went it's in the 130s, but just in the 130s, but that's about it.
Do you think the GT class pole might be in the 130s? Maybe.
I have a feeling, maybe. I feel like someone will hook a lap up like that and put it into the 130s.
Well, I think Winslow's final laps now, so let's see.
Just on board with Smiley now. Oh, Smiley's round at the last corner. Oh, he'll be gutted with that. He's crashed.
Because now he's going to carry all that momentum, or lack of momentum, into the next lap. Oh,
and I don't think Yeah, I don't think he's going to improve at all. I think that
Quite a lot of
might
these
be
guys got their wipers on, but I can see it's not actually raining, is it?
raining. Maybe it's decided to come for the race. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be going on to people at the last corner because Range just went a little bit
Are
wide.
you commentating, cursing everybody,
I
Stephen?
think I am. I think I should just stop flicking through. Just on board with Boosted to see. I think Boosted went into the pit. Just looking at his tyres.
I wonder if there is, because his red rear light is like flashing as well. Is that the rain light? But there's nothing showing up on the water meter.
Yes,
But I
nothing yet.
wonder.
That is definitely a flashing light on the back of the cars.
And
Could there
all of them
be?
have got their wipers on.
Could that mean there could be rain for the race?
Could you imagine?
I think it could be that, which will spice a lot of things up because I don't think many people thought it was going to rain around here. So you see Boosted. I don't think Boosted's going to improve on this lap.
And everyone's on their final laps now.
Yeah, final laps. I would try and catch whoever's that at the just coming across the line. It is our coast, but he's got a penalty. I don't think he'll improve.
Because we thought that this field might vary week to week. Do you think last week it was Lucky? It was on our podium, Lucky. Who was up there on that podium with him? Was it Smiley? I have to bring it back up. No, Smiley had a difficult race, didn't he, if I remember?
Smiley comes across the line, he's got damage, not going to improve at all either. Who else is coming across the line?
Lucky's about to cross the line, he doesn't improve.
No improvement. He's just behind Lucky.
Boosted's on the lap still, by the looks of it.
Oh, it's filthy, but he's got 1.5. He's obviously went off somewhere.
Boosted's still on the lap. Chunk's finished. I think Boosted's the only one that can take it off Chunk. He's a smidge up in Sector 2, but
Let's see,
I don't think he's going to be half a second up to take this pole, I don't
Let's
think.
see SD, can he improve? He does improve.
Oof,
He's went up to 8th.
God, yeah, it just shows how damn competitive this field is. It looks like the conditions might have changed during quali though. Looks like it's got a lot cloudier and cooler, which might have affected things. Boosted. No, he stays P3. I'll tell you what, that Lesh on the front row, what effort that
lap? Yeah, that was his first lap as well, and he's just absolutely nailed it. But I've got to say, what a lap from Chunky, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
that is outrageous.
Putting a quarter of a second on this field, this caliber of field is, that's pretty damn crazy.
It's pretty damn.
What's the racetrack, do you think? Is it going to be one stop? Can you do a one stop medium, or because you've got to go 19 laps on mediums? Is it viable?
I feel like it is viable, but it'll be painful at end of both stints.
Will anybody go hards, or is it just a complete no-no? Because in the World Series race here, you had to use medium hards, and the hards weren't horrendous. But will anybody? I just don't know with how quick this field is, if you can afford to lose pace on those hards.
That is true. I don't know. I haven't done any testing on the hards. If that
me neither. I don't think anybody does, because it's so unenjoyable. I guess just have to see how it plays out.
I'll just run through
they'll all start on mediums, won't they? But we'll see. Yeah, we've got 2 minutes, but.
Alright, so, Jesus, nearly choked on something. Well, P1 we've got Chunky, P2 Dad Leisure, P3 Boosted, P4 Lucky, P5 Schmiley, P6 Filthy, P7 we got Haz, P8 we've got SD, P9 we got Honden, P10 we got Alikos, P11 we got Panda, P12 we got Gloss Boss, P13 Apex, and at the back we got Azrael and P14. But like you said, it's not a big gap between the fields. It's only 1.6.
Yeah, it's tight.
It is tight, and it looks like if you go for a move and you get it wrong and get into the incident, it's race over. So
and we saw last night it got spicy through Sector 1, and because people have got different cars that will take different lines and different braking points, and whereas last night you've got what the minor damage, whereas tonight
No,
you get damage early on. As we
full
said, it's going to
damage.
be a hard race, isn't it?
Hard race, and there could also be a chance of rain. We do not know.
No, I've just had a quick look on the radar. There's nothing on the radar, but the weather can move quite quickly in this game, can't it?
Yep,
So
it
we'll
can.
see. As soon as that it's 18:15, we'll get the show on the road.
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried when we were looking at qualifying. We seen those lights in the back of Boosted's
Yeah,
Porsche. So
yeah, and everybody had their white. I thought it was just Apex had pressed the wrong button, but then they all had them
no.
on. So
So
here we
that
go.
is interesting. Now
Have you
that
got a
you've
prediction, Steve?
prediction, I feel like I just can't predict this field. It's just too close.
I think on pure pace it looks chunky, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Generally speaking, Boosted has excellent race pace. So let's find out. I'll leave it to you.
Okay. So they're all lining up on the grid. This is the best part. This is the part you need to
Yeah,
get right.
I love a grid start.
I
I know
love a
it's
grid.
not what they do in real life, but you can't beat a grid start.
You cannot. It's five red lights, and away they go. I think Chunky's just got the start he needed, but Dad's coming.
Oh,
Oh, a
yeah.
start.
In the second phase, the Mercedes has just absolutely dropped the BMW.
Yeah. Looks like they're going in one by one into it, but Dad takes the lead for that start.
Oh,
Anything
Lucky's.
back there?
Yeah, Lucky's on the grass. So he's dropped down to P9. He's getting gobbled. It looked like there was three of them trying to get into turn two, which was.
I've just noticed as well, Dad on softs to start.
Ah, interesting.
That is interesting.
See, I thought there's a chance this could be two stop again.
It might just be, do they risk it with the tyre? Smiley also on softs, but I feel like that McLaren can do that. It's very good on its tyres.
I just wonder if it's a case of, look, I saw maybe what happened last night. Let's get the hell away at the start, and I'll take the pain later in the stint, maybe. I just don't want to be in carnage at the start.
Yeah. It might try and...
SD's round.
SD round. I just seen that as well.
It was on the curb. I don't think it was contact. I think it was the curb. The Lethal Dragon curbs.
The Lethal Dragon.
Or he's struggling to get going again here.
No damage, so that's the important thing. That is very important, to have no damage around here. As we just see Dad going through this final sector in first. He's pulling away with the softs, which he needs to do.
They've got, what, 5 laps in them, do you think?
Oh, it depends.
At decent performance level, they've got 5. I'd say they've got 5.
It's all about that tyre wear through the... Is it the 3 left-handers in a row? It can really hurt your tyre. Yeah.
And that Merc's a heavy old car as well.
Just try to get away. Because when I was doing some practice, as soon as the tyre wear got down and down and down on them, it was just harder to keep it on that bit.
Absolutely. There's a moment that Chunk had a bit of a loosey-goosey moment coming out of turn 2. He got boosted right on his chuff.
I can see that. Just going to drop back a bit to see if there's any inner findings.
Smiley needs to make ground on those softs as well. They need to make this work.
Yep, I've just noticed that has pulled a 1.2 second
He's got
gap.
softs as well.
Oh, he has. Panda's caught to 7th.
Yeah, that Ferrari off the line is just unreal.
And he's obviously been able to hold it against the cars behind him. Reg is just not having a good start to this race, has he?
No, he did the same last night, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was just SH off the back, the rest of the field are all close together still.
Yeah. But battling could bring him back into it. As we just see Boosted just try to hang on the back of Chunky right now. Gaining. All the same, he is gaining. Which could be an interesting thing between these 3 front drivers. Does Chunky and Boosted fight enough to let Dad get away? Or...
Dad's going to be hoping they do.
They gotta remember that. Oh, he has a little look to inside, but he decides to go away from it.
I've seen it so many times that if you start going side by side, especially where line is so important around here, you're just going to cost each other so much time.
Maybe Dad's done the important thing, just get out, get away. Don't fight with no one. Just stop pulling. But those softs will start to obviously just come back to them.
It doesn't matter how many times you see a Golf livery, that it's just such a damn good looking livery, isn't
Yeah,
it? I know you ran a Golf one last year, didn't you?
Yeah, I did love my Golf livery, but it does, I may say, it does look better on some other cars.
It does really suit that Porsche.
It really does. I tried my best with that McLaren.
Yeah.
Oh, two different lines here.
Oh, yeah. His
Oh.
Boost has surely got the win on him now, hasn't he?
Just seen Haz in the background, just not getting the best exit, but focusing on this. Chunky just guiding him to the outside.
You won't get much change out of Chunk on the outside of a chicane.
No, but that's going to help. It's all the same helping Dad. Just pull away now.
Well, look, it's gone from, just over a second to best part of 3.
Yeah. Defo was at 2 at the start of this lap, but half a second advantage on lap 3, when the softs will fall off rapidly around here. So, I'm still saying it could be anyone's game from...
Absolutely.
Top. Boosted on the inside. Oh, Chunky's on the grass, and Chunky's round.
Oh dear.
No.
No, it looked. It's hard because you only saw a flash of it from the angle because the angle, but it looked to me like hard and fair. But we'll have to see afterwards, won't we? But it looked like they were just side by side.
And that tangle's let Dad just absolutely just gain a second in that first sector alone.
Chunk got damage. Rear bumper damage.
But he will not be happy with that at all.
No. Obviously, you never like to see any contact. There was minimal contact, but then if that was enough to push him onto the curb, and you saw it's the same curb that took out SD, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, it's just on a clip of the grass as well.
Just going back up. I think now Smiley's gaining on Boosted. But he's on softs as well. It's about weird. The top 3, 2 of them are running softs and one's on mediums.
And you can extend that to 3 of the top 4.
Oh yeah, as well. But Honden's gaining.
Honden's one to watch it again because he just does this. He goes under the radar early on, lets the others duke out, and he's always there or thereabouts.
He just stays out of the contact. He just stays clean. And that's a bit of a weird line for Haz. I think the softs are starting to catch up to him now.
Well, where are we now? Yeah, we're on where we thought they'll go longer than 5 laps, but the peak performance is probably 5 laps.
As Honda tries to look down the inside, backs out, but now it's a straight drag race between these two. And I think Honda, I think they might try and go side by side. No, I think Haz
going to hang it. I think it's sensible from Haz.
And Honda's just gained a free position there, and I feel like that's the softs. That's just the softs that has harmed Haz there, going a bit wide at that last run.
I just pulled up last week's result. It was Honda that took P2 and then Boosted was 3rd behind Lucky.
It's interesting.
Again, he's just so solid. I think at the minute, that's how Smiley's sticking right.
Yeah.
And you know what? You made a good point. Of course, Smiley's tyres are worse off, but look, they're not horrendous. Whereas when in practice, I did 5 laps in the Renault on the softs and they were obliterated. So it just shows how the car. So I know there's some things on that McLaren he doesn't like, but
there's some other things that he does like.
If it is a bit slower, but you get the tyre wear back, then it kind of offsets. This is the beauty of Gran Turismo and all the different car characteristics, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just went back to look at the gap, and I think Boosted's now slowly gaining in on Dad.
Which you'd expect. But if you look at Dad's front left compared to Smiley's, it's night and day.
Yeah. It's also, you look at Haz's as well. It is also looking very bad.
Haz is on the pad where I know they have balanced out the tyre a little bit, but you're always going to be a bit hard on your tyres on the pad than you are on a wheel, aren't you? Lucky's dragged himself back into it after the early issue.
On the back on the Alicos.
Him and Honda are very similar where they're just relentless to keep plugging away.
I've just noticed the back light on Alico. Oh no, it's Alicos.
I'm just going to say, I've just seen a couple of wipers coming back on. Now it's a shame we can't change the MFD as spectators, so we can't look at the weather radar.
No, we cannot.
Tell you what, that was definitely spice things up.
that would spice things up.
Then,
It might
if
bring
it did
back.
rain, the soft runners aren't penalised as such then, are
No, they could be the ones that lock out if it starts to rain. I don't think it'll rain yet, but it might. It might make the track wetter and wetter until
they? Yeah.
they'll have to. But it could hurt the soft runners if the rain doesn't. If there is rain, if it doesn't come at the right time,
That's
it will
it.
hurt. It will hurt those soft runners. So I'm looking
Look,
at
he's
Chunky.
got past Alice says, I don't know, I'm still probably butchering that pronunciation, but
Yeah. Now the interesting thing is Chunky's still outrunning and he's just got 1 second penalty, but he's still outrunning with that damage.
yeah, you're going to have to, I think, just for the rear bumper. It will give his... It's mainly hurts you on the straight, doesn't it, with the bump, with the drag.
No, but he's not, it's just, I think he knows that Panda's behind him and the Ferrari's not the quickest on the straight. But that second's
but
just...
the penalty. Yeah.
Penalties just let Panda get past.
Oh man, this
Looking
is
at-
from where he was to here.
He will not... I'm definitely not... I know
The
Chunky.
problem is he's got a
definitely-
queue of cars on his rear bumper now as well.
That's the light on the Ferrari also. Is it also flashing?
SH has caught up to Apex at least.
Has he? Well, it's a long way for him to get back into it.
Oh, he's just pulled a nice move into the S's there.
Oh, the gap's... Oh, boosted. I think it's just got on the gap's built from him to Smiley, and he's hunting down Dad now.
Suddenly, yeah, Smiley's tyres have just dropped off massively. Dad's front left's nearly gone.
Done.
Maybe one more lap. Now his issue, I'm just trying to project roughly where he'll come out if he pits. I mean, is he going to come out right into the back of SD maybe?
I'm not even sure how long this pit stop is, but
Because
it's a nice exit, unlike Watkins Glen. It's
no, yeah, you're right
it's
there.
a
Yeah,
horrible exit. At
can be a
Watkins Glen.
tricky entry, can't it? Because obviously momentum takes you to the outside, and you've pretty much got to dart straight to the inside.
Right,
Yeah, I'll quick look at the last lap. So Booster's last lap was a 31.9, Dad's was a 33.4.
Oh,
So on that current
Holy-
pace trajectory, he'll catch him by the end of this lap.
hands up, and I think that might be the time where he just needs to pull the trigger. Just get it.
Yeah. Again, don't lose time battling. Think of the overall race time.
I'm pretty sure I've just seen on Schmiley's McLaren also the lights are just flashing, so maybe there is rain, maybe there's not. I don't know.
No, we'll keep an eye on that water meter. It's definitely gloomy, isn't it? But,
Yeah.
It
It was definitely brighter when they started the race, but now it's just got gloomy.
I'll tell you, two people that have come together. Well, not come together yet, but they're sharing the same track again. Is
I
Lucky
think
and
I've
Haz.
just seen a wobble at the back. I don't know who that is. Someone stopped on the track?
Oh no, that's not good if they have. But Lucky and Haz are ding donging again.
Oh, they.
Doesn't always normally end.
Oh,
too
they're
well,
going
does it?
to. Of course, it's just sitting there waiting
I was going to
patiently.
say, yeah. Now, if Allison should race with these two more, he'd probably back up a little bit.
little bit, yeah.
Remember, there's
No,
no
these-
ghosting anymore either.
Knowing these
No,
two,
no.
after the last incident, was it in Brazil by any chance?
Yeah, the one that they use for the example report is funny as that as well. But I think there has thought, look, I'm not going to defend this anymore. Ooh,
And Dad's came in the
Oh.
pit. Dad's in the
I
pit
think
now.
Haz might be coming in the pits too. That's what his little bum wiggle might have been about.
Maybe. Let's see. Yep,
Yeah.
he's in the pits as well. So
Is that the
they
signal
own-
to pit? You do a little wiggle? I don't know.
I've not heard of this one, so you can't ask me for any advice.
I'm not asking you for any wiggles later.
No, Dad comes out about 7, just in front of Filthy. I think he's just battling Filthy
Oh.
here, side by
No.
side.
He's going to have to go. He's got to get through this tyre warm-up phase, and with unfortunately, it only gives us the wind direction, doesn't give us the
Yeah.
temperature. But I'd imagine it's quite cool at the minute, and coming out on those new tyres, going to need to be a bit of a warm-up.
Looking at the time to the leader, I don't think the pit takes that long here.
No, because based off that, then if you don't fuel, it's 17, 18 seconds maybe
Mhm.
with no fuel, and then obviously fuel to be however long you take.
Like, it's interesting. He's definitely not fueled, so I feel like he will have to stop again. He's back on softs again.
Who's back on soft? Sorry.
Dad Leisure's back
Oh,
on
so
softs.
he's going to go. So is he going to go soft, medium? Yeah,
Maybe.
potentially. Yeah, interesting.
That is interesting.
You got your notepad out, taking some strategy ideas for Slayer.
Yeah, I've got the notepad just to make sure I don't forget what strategy
I
they've
thought
done.
it'd be a medium I did, but
Yeah,
it's not an horrendous idea because it helps you get a good start, helps you potentially
chunky.
stay out of traffic early on, but we'll obviously see how it plays out later.
Oh, I've just went to the back to see who that was at the back, and Chunky's got his whole
Oh,
front's
and he's obviously
damaged.
pitted since because
He's pitted.
before it was his rear damage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
that's just not good, is it? This is what happened to him in Watkins Glen. He got a tremendous start, fighting for about second and first, roughly for the podiums, and he just pits and gets more damage.
Oh, that is a shame. But he's
That
so
is a
far the gap
shame.
to the next car as well.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like I said, in previous seasons where the field was spread a bit more, you might better pull himself back in it. But
Yeah. That is
oh dear.
Now, the question is, I've got, and I would like some input on it. Do you think Smiley's going for a soft medium strategy with this car?
Ah. So what do you think? What do you think he can get out of that front left? 2 more laps? Can he do then 26 on the mediums?
I could
Maybe
do
in this car.
I'll tell you, I could get 26 on a Ferrari, so it is possible, but it's slow at the end. It's really bad.
Is it 16 seconds slower what the pit stop would be? Is always the question you've got to weigh up,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's also, you gotta think, is it worth me staying out, hoping the people behind you make mistakes, battle, slow themselves down? It's always the question of what if. And you never know until the end of the race.
Talk about tyres. This Ferrari is much better on its tyres than it used to be. I'm just looking at Pandas. They're no
Yeah.
worse off than anyone else's medium.
The mediums around here don't seem to wear it as much as the softs. Like, there's a really big difference.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think that does seem to be the case. SD's done well. He's got back onto the back of Asfield now.
Back at Azure. Well, he has.
Yeah, and he's not far off that pack ahead. It just shows what can be done even with an early instant.
The only thing is, the tyres on that Merc, and also the fuel. I'm not sure, because some cars are really good on fuel, and obviously you won't have to pit in fuel, but the Merc's not the best for holding fuel, so you will have to fuel a lot, I would imagine.
Just looking at it, looks like the BM is drinking a bit of fuel as well. Just looking at Lucky compared to the others.
Oh, and Dad's going in, down the inside of Panda here.
Oh yeah,
They're keeping it clean. They're still
this is
going
the
side by side.
GT rivals from last season. Oh, you've got the 4 of them here. You got Panda, Dad, Panda, Filthy, and Gloss, the 4 title contenders. They can't help but share the same bit of track.
I know.
They've moved up to the higher tier now, but they're, as suspected, they're holding their own, aren't they? Which just shows how strong they were last year.
Well, they didn't
Panda's flashing the lights, of course he is.
Well, the thing about them last year is they just didn't make mistakes in their group.
No.
And when they did make mistakes, they always got back up.
Yeah.
They always did their best to use their pace and use their talent to just get past.
And this is the thing now, moving up to this tier, the field spread is so much tighter in this tier. As you'd expect, as you get close to the top, it kind of bottlenecks a bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just having a look through. So we still got Boosted in first, Smiley in second, Honda in third, Wrench in fourth, Alicos in fifth, Dad Leisure, who's pitted, in sixth, Panda seventh, Just Filthy eighth, Gloss Boss 9, Azrael 10th, ST 12 in 11th, Haz in 12th, Apex 13th, and Chunky in 14th, who has looked like he's pitted again.
Yeah, he needs to get a wiggle on because he's going to be close to getting lapped.
Yeah.
He's on fresh mediums, no damage. Hopefully he can put some good laps and at least stop the indignity of being lapped.
It's just so gutting because he was really up there fighting as well at the start, and now to nearly be lapped, only 12 laps in, only roughly nearly a third of this race is just, he'll be gutted, I would imagine.
Oh no, I'm absolutely no doubt. SD's on the charge, isn't he?
Just looking at Smiley, I feel like he would have to come in this lap, but no, he's went another lap on those softs. Look at the tyre wear, by the way. That is
Yeah, that front left is obliterated.
spicy. He's losing nearly 2 seconds on his own fastest lap. I would have imagined him came in a bit early and said it's just not working. Get fresh tyres on, try and build the gap instead of trying to go for a one stop that may work and may not work. But
so last lap Honda was a 32.9. Honda is so consistent. I'm just looking at his previous laps: 32.7, 32.6, 32.6, 32.8, 32.9. As you say, Smiley's in the high 33s. By the end of this lap, Honda will be on him, give or take.
He's already a second down out of that first sector. It just shows you how much those softs just lose everything.
That's it. And as all forms of motorsport, it's the bit that connects the car to the track. It's those tyres, isn't it? They're the most important part, really, on those cars.
It's one of the most important. If you've not got the grip, then there's no point in going racing, as they say.
No.
Oh, that's what I say. And he'll be feeling the pain through this part of the track, going down to first gear just to try and turn the car.
Get any form of rotation. He's surely in this lap.
It would be wise for him to be in this lap. He's just lost nearly over a second to Honda.
Got to make sure the tyre wear doesn't affect his pit entry. No, he's made it in easily.
He's made in. He's in. It'll be interesting to see what he goes on. But I just want to have a look at Dad's charge for the pack. He's got past Panda Pill already 4 seconds to him. Maybe doing another stop was just quicker enough to have fresher tyres.
He is very much a thinking man's racer, Dad, so he would have thought this through. He won't have just done this on a whim.
Yeah, he's right on the back of Alacost already.
Gonna get this done on the outside.
Oh.
Don't know, it always makes me a bit, good fair racing. It always makes me a bit nervous because I thought of going through these corners side by side would be,
That just shows you the power of the Merc as well, just how quick it can go.
Smiley's come out. Christ, he timed it well in a degree because he's literally got gloss on his chuff and SH. But he's behind Asriel. So I don't know how he managed to get out between SD and Asriel because they were bumper to bumper before.
Yeah,
and Gloss is with them now as well.
But look at the time he lost to Dad as well. It was.
Oh yeah, that's a
big gap, I would imagine.
It's massive.
Yeah, over nearly 10 seconds.
Will it pay him back late in the race? He's got to clear Asriel. He's on Asriel's rear bumper. He's got to get this move done. Especially he can't be held up by that bit. Oh, he's bunch drafting him. That's interesting. BRZ needs every bump draft it can get.
And I've just realised Smiley back on the softs.
So they've got that. Oh, they've found the same shot. Gloss, SD, SH just got past Gloss. So Gloss is earlier was, if I'm not mistaken, was right on the back of Filthy and Panda. So something's obviously happened to him.
It just might be he's not in an American car. He did say this after his first race. He said he's got to not be in the American car, but this.
I think. Actually, I just had a big moment, but he saved it.
Is that blue flags I see?
Yeah, it's got to be for Chunk, that has, hasn't it? Yeah, he's now in the middle of the pack. Oh, his lap 13 was a 1 minute 57.
So has he done another mistake there?
I don't know what's happened to him, but this is tough.
Yes. You never want to see one of these drivers get lapped. Not at all.
No. Not at the level they're at.
That just shows you it was just one mistake, then he must have done another one, and he's already been lapped.
It's the sublime to ridiculous, really, with how good his quali lap was. Do you know what's interesting? Honda, the gap isn't going up. I just cursed him. I just went to him and he's just had a massive wobble at the chicane. Went deep. But until that point, the gap to boosted wasn't getting any bigger.
Yeah. But I've also noticed that there's 2 cars behind him on a charge to get him. Reg is, from being down in 9th, he's clawed his way back up to 3rd, trying to claw his way to Honda.
Makes sense because Honda's been doing solid high 32s. That mistake at the chicane, he's dipped into 33.6. Wrench is in the mid 32s, so yeah, that's the difference. Honden's high 32s, Lucky's in the mid 30s, so mid
And also,
32s, sorry.
and guess who's behind Wrench as well? Dad Leisure back up to 4th. Already pitted once.
And when you think about it, these are net positions. They're going to be pitting for mediums at about the same time. So just assuming that these guys all go, and I'm looking at the time where they all looks like they're going medium.
Yeah.
The soft medium looks net wise that there's not much in it as the potential alternative strategy.
Well, here I feel like Dad maybe trying to extend one more lap just to have a better medium.
I thought the two-stop might be a medium soft or a soft medium. I didn't think it would be a soft medium.
It just might be just because there's a lot less fuel in the car. Softs can
so
actually.
The second soft stint actually isn't that bad.
Yeah. It's always like that.
I mean, Dad's tyres are basically the same as Lucky's now.
Yeah. But the gap.
I'd imagine Lucky will see him off because they're obviously Dad's are going to degrade faster.
Oh, and Smiley gets past Filthy.
So, do you know what's going to be frustrating for Lucky is his pace is the same as Booster's pace, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not much in it, 10th or 2 here or there.
Just
you think, yeah, because in that difficult it was early. He's only 13 seconds off the lead. What could have been?
I just went on to Smiley to see how his tyres are. And I know he's only done a couple laps on them, but they don't look like they've worn as much as I thought they would.
No, so this is where it might pay Smiley back in his battle with Dad later in the race. At the minute, we've got the same podium in a different order that we had last week. Last week it was Lucky, Honda, Boosted. Now it's Boosted, Honda, and Lucky. So in a field this competitive for those three to, if they do pull this off for second race winning, it'd be some credit to them.
Yeah, it's true. If someone else is in the pit, I don't know who that is. Someone just came out. I wouldn't imagine it would be Chunky going for another pit stop, but
you'd hope.
You'd hope not.
He's only got half an hour or so's pain left.
No, it's not Chunky. I see him. It's not Chunky.
Lucky's right on the back of. Sorry, Dad's still right on the back of Lucky, I should say.
Yeah.
Which I thought he'd go off.
And the gap to. It's came down to Dad and Smiley. Gap has came down about 3 seconds from the last time I had a look at it. But that's just brand new softs. But I don't know. I just don't know if, because you would need a Filthy in the pits, clock down on the side.
Yeah.
But what is the gap between Honda and Wrench coming down?
No, staying where it is, 2.5. So I think Honda had that one mistake in the chicane, and then from there it's pretty much stayed as you'd expect.
And I don't think Wrench would like that to get past. No, if he doesn't know, he won't know the tyre well, but
he can't really afford him to, can he? But
no,
for his race to stay in this. I don't know how Dad's managed to get such good performance out of it. But then last year we saw that that was pre-update. But
Dad said it on the inside. Oh, keep it tight, and he's done it.
That's really impressive.
Because
these guys are fighting for net position. This isn't. They're not on offset strategies now.
Not at all. No,
I mean, they are on offset strategies, but you know what I mean. They've both got one stop left, basically, haven't they?
One stop left. They've caught up. And now I think Dad's just trying to chase after Honda. But I don't think Lucky will give up this position that easily.
I think this is the other thing, is that it's going to be tough for them to catch Honda because they're all roughly in the same ballpark figure pace.
Dad in the pits.
So now that he might get an undercut.
Yeah. Going for
it seems so. That's what he's done. He's done the first half of the race soft. He's going to do the second half of the race on the mediums.
I think
the undercut's going to be so strong as well.
Also,
if he doesn't come out in traffic.
I feel like I found out who the person at the back of the grid that was pitting. It was SD. He's pitted now.
So he's gone quite early as well.
Now, can he get to the end? That's the question. For how early he went. We also got Apex just jumped in. I was just scooting back up, and it's close. The two closest cars on the grid is Haz and Boss, but they're on different tyres right now. Well, they're both on the same, but the wear's just astronomically different. But we were talking about how the other two soft runners went on to softs. Haz just went on to mediums.
I wonder if he's doing medium soft. I wonder, because already looking at those mediums, that front left isn't getting to the end on Haz's. No. I don't think.
I definitely think he'll have to pay again. Because he went.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So when we had last week, we had the forced tyres, didn't we? Mandatory tyres, I should say. That made an interesting race strategy-wise. We've gone free choice this time, and again, though, we've had a mix of strategies.
Honda in the pit. Honda is pitted. I think that's
so Lucky has potentially been undercut by the car ahead and the car ahead. The car ahead and the car behind. No, actually, Dad got ahead of him, didn't he?
Yeah. Let's just see where.
So it makes me think: does he now go? Is he going to try and get an offset, extend on this stint to come back at them at the end of the next one?
Honda's just coming out the pits. I don't think that's going to be anywhere near him.
Honda's timed that beautifully. It's come out in completely fresh air. No, as you say, the gaps. Now the only thing is, Honda's now got to go through the warm-up phase, so Dad might eat in a little bit. And he's going to have to clear Haz shortly.
No one has. He has
he won't make it easy at all.
He is a fighter as well, knowing him.
I'll tell you what's damn impressive compared to where it was last season. That Ferrari, Honda's on lap 20.
Yeah, we were doing a bit of testing, me and him. We were just looking how far we could get those mediums to.
Oh, and you were saying it was maybe 25, 26?
Yeah, I got them to 25, 26.
But then he can't go on softs for 12 at the end, can he?
I did have a go at the softs. Believe me, I did. But I believe Panda knows this car a lot, so...
Yeah.
If one man could get those softs to the end, I believe it would be Panda and that Ferrari. But it might just be trying to drag these mediums so long that his second stint on mediums, he can hammer them around.
That is true. Lucky's in now. This will be interesting to see how he...
Smiley's tyres is not... They're not wearing, they're just hitting the halfway mark now. But Boosted's still out as well.
Boosted is very consistent and he seems to be very good on his tyres. We saw that so often last year. We thought it might be just down to the NSX, but he's carried the same characteristics into the Porsche, which tends to be harsh on its tyres, so
yeah, it
just clearly is his style. I don't know if the VR plays a part in that, I don't know, but it does seem to be very smooth on it.
Well, he was having an extra bit of practice in the sprint with the mediums, wasn't
he? Yeah, true.
Even though there wasn't any tyre wear, but...
It's the interesting thing between the Saturday and the Sunday, like, last night, you just go on in a race, it feels no different, whereas when you start to lose grip on his tyres. They're up Panda, very consistent, bar lap 16 where he had one issue, but yeah, solid. Be interesting to see where he comes out. It'd be interesting to see what tyres he does as well.
That is the interesting part. I hope he's still not waiting for me to tell him to box. I really hope he's not waiting for me to do that.
So Honden's now got onto the back of Haz, but now Dad is right on the back of Honden. So is that the tyre warm-up, or is it what has caused that?
I do not know if this is glitched for me, but it is saying Dad's back on softs.
No, mine says that as well.
So he's went for another pair of softs.
So he's just doing... Hang on, I can't do the maths here. 1, 2... So he's going to he's going to do a freestyle, all softs. The old JH7 strategy, if he's watching. Jake's normally about 5 stops on softs, but... Oh, this is really interesting. That's why these closed the gas up there. And Honda hasn't made a mistake. It's softs v mediums. Honda probably won't know that Dad's got to pit
Not s-
again, and they'll probably be
yeah.
panicking, thinking, "What the hell is going on here?"
And maybe it might try and drag these out to the end.
This is the battle now, isn't it? Haas is a major
Oh,
wobble, but that's
has
Haas had the wobble. That's offset Honda, and now Dad. Oh, is he going to make that stick?
oh, it's gonna be tight.
Honda
He's gonna have
leaves in
the
the
inside
room.
for this one.
Yeah, Honda left the room. He's again clean and fair racing. What we'd love to see.
But they're still side
Dad
by
on the grass.
side.
Now Honda has the inside into there, but a little bit of
But Dad's
contact.
gonna
But
get it.
I think that was
Thankful.
hard and fair. I don't know about you.
Dad's gonna have a better run out this corner now.
Yeah, because he was able to beat it, wasn't he? Oh,
Yep.
Christ! These guys are racing hard and fair, and let's hope it stays that way.
Yep.
Oh, it makes you wince.
Dad goes down the inside. He just doesn't make it stick.
Oh, it's the weird thing when you're driving, you don't panic, and when you're watching someone else, you panic.
And now these two are fighting.
Haas has just had another wobble.
And guess who's caught up to them now? These two have been fighting. Range.
Lucky, and he's got not much better tyres, but he has got the better tyres.
The better tyres.
This is going to be a nice, tasty battle. Panda's definitely going to softs, isn't he? He wouldn't still be going on if he wasn't.
You maybe. I don't know. We're just gonna jump back to look at this close battle between.
Yeah, we got it. This is the battle.
Azrael and SD. Just, it's a close battle between them, but
they seem to have been glued to each other for the whole race, though.
I know. Oh, Dad's had a look down the inside as I just cut back, but Honda's trying to overtake Kaz.
Oh my word, mate! This is. Crikey, this is dicey. Oh my word! Honda nearly collected Haas there. I think that's not anything on Honda's fault, but Haas was having another slide.
The only thing is, these guys will be. These guys will be mad at Haas because it's going to allow Smiley to come back into it now.
Oh, yeah, of course, because he's offset against these guys.
Yeah.
But these guys are free wide. Look, he's behind. What's he thinking right now?
Haas is still in front.
Because, look, we're only at round 2, but from a championship point of view, look, he cannot afford to get an incident here. He just needs to bank.
Haas is just a bottleneck for all these cars, it looks like. As Honda looks down the inside of this corner.
No, he's not going to make it stick there.
It will make it stick. The tyre difference just helps him there.
Wow. That is brave. That is big.
Brave.
Now what Honda... Oh, my God, Dad sends it on Honda. I'm sorry, on Haas I can't keep up. These guys are too quick, I can't keep up with them. Oh, this means Lucky and Haas are back together.
Oh no. But I'm pretty sure he'll be thanking us if he can get past him at this corner. He'll be thanking us for slowing these two down and letting him get back up.
Just, he's got past this. No, he's got past right.
Tipping his hat.
He's got so fast, I can't keep up with what's going on.
I know. I just can't take my eyes off of these three. It's so tight here.
So we're not going to know net positions until probably when Dad does his final stuff. Is Dad going to be the last to pit, and maybe has, and then we'll know where we stand from a net position point of view.
I wouldn't say that because the top three have not. Well, Smiley's paid, but the top three have not paid as well. Panda's not paid and Boosted hasn't. So we won't know net yet. But I wouldn't imagine, I imagine Panda's going to come in this lap. Just looking at his tyre and the fuel. That rear tyre's just cooked itself. And no, Panda's went another lap with those tyres. Holy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So Honda's now got these two right on his tail.
I did say you could get those tyres to 25, but just look at the time.
Looks like I think Chunks called it a day. Just been staying in the pit.
No, that is a shame. That is quite a big shame,
with the pace in quali.
Oh, yeah.
But you said it yourself, there's no points aren't handed out in quali, are they?
Nope.
Fortunately.
I learned that. Dad just has so much more grip going into those double lefts.
Yeah, he seems to get good performance out of those tyres, even like mid into their wear, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's in dirty air as well, which you
Yeah.
imagine would be horrible following a car through that corner. But no, he just looks so comfortable. Oh, Dad has a look down the inside here. Is that going to allow right? Oh,
crikey! That was a hell of a save.
Yeah, I
Lucky.
thought Lucky was going to have a look there since those two were slowing each other down in that corner.
Or did he get overexcited and then that's what lost the traction there?
Yeah, he might have just got too. As Hondon around the outside sends it on that.
He's making too much fun.
Lucky's having a look as well.
I know. Dad nearly lost 2 positions there. This is fantastic racing.
But I don't think these boys will. I definitely don't think they'll know that. I definitely think Dad will pit again as Panda comes in the pit.
Boosted's still going, by the way, so he's going to go on softs as well. So that's going to be frightening pace at the end.
Look at the tyre as well. And he's been doing. Just look at the lap times as well. He's been in the 133s. That last lap, he's just hit the 134s. Low. It's crazy.
He's quick going through the field. He's got some making up to do, but he's basically Panda's coming out on the back of that pack on soft, so that could be a fun watch. But at the minute, I can't. I just want to watch this Hondon Lucky Dad back. Oh, Hondon's got a little gap now. Is that because he's been back then? Oh, Lucky's past Dad.
I think the tyres are now catching up to
him.
He'll be struggling now. Maybe.
Oh, Dad's still got a pit again, hasn't he?
Yeah, just looking at the tyres, he will have to pit again. Maybe he should have went on the mediums.
So I think the soft medium might be another shout. I'm not doubting Dad for 1 second, but this free stop might. I just don't know about that.
Boosted in now. Can he get those? Depending on what tyres, he doesn't need to go softs. I wouldn't imagine.
He could go mediums and cover this off, but I think he's going to go softs, isn't he?
Yeah. He'll try and. I would imagine he would try and do the fastest lap.
Smilers followed him in.
No.
Well, hang on a second. Hondon's. So. Hang on, is Hondon. No, Booster's coming out the pits already. He's on softs, yeah. So I think Booster's got this covered unless his softs go off massively at the end. He's got.
When you see how far Smiley is behind. He's coming out the pits now. Is he behind Haas? He's behind Haas. And Alakos are fighting. And Alakos goes wide. He hits the barrier. He's got damage.
Oh, it's bumper and suspension. That's going to be killer.
He just got too excited for the move. And now, this is the interesting part. Haas knows he needs to pit, right? So do you think he'll let Smiley through nicely, or do you think he'll fight it?
Steve, you just said the words has and let through in the same sentence.
Yeah. I know I did, but...
Yeah. Oh, crikey.
Well, I think I got my answer. It's a resounding no.
The problem is, this game doesn't give you a lot of information when you're driving, so you just never quite know what the situation is for the guy that's trying to overtake. Most of the time, when it would make sense to let them go, you don't know what the situation is.
As Smiley gets through, but...
Yeah, nice move.
He's lost a bit of time.
So he's done softs all the way through as well, but he's done one less stint. He's going to do one less stint than Dad. Have I got that right?
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he's 2 stops and Dad's going to 3 stop.
3 stop. I
don't know if it's the right way to go, but who knows? That's the problem. Sometimes you don't know, and you could run a simulation beforehand and it looks great, but what you can't replicate is all the other drivers.
As I think Has just entered the pit.
Oh well, good, I'm glad. Yeah, I was going to say, good job. He's on fumes.
We're talking about how that BMW just sucks its fuel.
Recovery driver of the day is going to have to be SH done, because he's going to be in a decent position here, and I think early on we doubted whether he could go to the end. I mean, him and Azrael are still glued to each other. His tyres are worse off. Now Panda's going to be coming at him hard.
But for how early he pitted, his tyres are only just above halfway, which is amazing. You would imagine in that muck. The curb muncher, as I love to say. It loves eating at the curbs. But, he's done a really good race to get back here. Unless there's any... He might catch Alakos. Alikos has still got damage. That's also something
Is he
to
just going
remember.
to try and dig it out?
I would
Try and look through it.
imagine, but he's got suspension on that left tire, and that's horrible for turning left. So we'll just need to see. It's coming. The gap is coming down, but will he catch him, or will these two behind him fight, not knowing that Alikos has got damage? That's the real question. So
That's it. They probably won't know, will they? Unless they've got the stream on in the background.
Yeah. Dad comes in. I did imagine he would come in. And now it's looking different at the top. You would say it's the top three again fighting for this. With Smiley on the softs, he's going to try and catch them. But he'll have to.
Interesting. Yeah. When he went out of tyre by the time he catches is the problem.
If the order stays like this, it'll be exactly a reverse of the podium as well.
Yeah, it will. And it'll be very close in the championship between these guys afterwards for sure.
I don't even remember who got the fastest lap in the last race.
Hang on, I think it should still be on my screen if I haven't. It was boosted. Yeah, so those 2 extra points could be key.
So if it stays like this, boosted will go into the lead, I would imagine.
We're going to see it ebb and flow so much because they're in different types of cars that are going to suit circuits different. Although saying that the Skyline and the BMW are similar, Lexus are similar type, aren't they? But it's just good to see. We were a bit worried that we might not see this variety of car, but we are, thankfully.
Look at the gap as well. At the front end, he's got softs. He'll just keep building and building that now.
Yeah. At the minute, his softs are fresher than the mediums behind. So yeah, you're right. That gap's just going to go and go.
Go and go.
I'll keep an eye on Smiley.
I'll keep an eye on Holland and then the gap now. Just watching the car behind.
It doesn't look like Lucky's able to make any inroads on Honda. They're about the same pace, aren't they? By the looks of it. Filthy, I'll tell you what's done a solid drive.
Yeah, it's went very under the radar. It's just nothing wrong, nothing.
And I don't know where he was on track last week, but he fell foul. He didn't follow the mandated tyre rule, did he? And it dropped him. I'm just having a look now. With his penalty, he ended up 13th, but without the penalty, 25. He'd have been about 5th or 6th last week without the penalty.
Yeah, but that's fine. The rules are there for a reason. If
Absolutely.
you don't follow,
lucky for it to either way. Lucky to only have a 1 minute penalty because in F1 it's a DSQ, isn't it?
Yeah. I was just talking about it this lap. He said Lucky wasn't making inroads. He's made a little bit of an inroad now, but I just don't know if he can get up to the back of him and have a good go.
It's impressive. I mean, as well, in mentioned inroads, Alikos is sticking with Filthy with the damage. Which is very impressive. Dad is 3.5 off Alikos. Oh, I tell you what, it might be an interesting battle for you. SH and Panda.
Panda. Oh god. Yeah, I'm went to check it already. As Panda just
it might not be that interesting. Yeah. They might be in the same party chat. They might know.
I've just also noticed Azrael dropping back as well from these two. Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure they were closer together. Or am I wrong? Has there been a mistake somewhere?
Yeah, they were. I mean, they've been glued to each other most of the race. We're not getting rain, are we? Because it looks like a beautiful sunset in Croatia. They're probably saving the rain for our race.
Give us the rain. I've been practicing.
Might be a good leveler, actually. So.
It could be. Let's see, Dad's inroads with Alikos, and yeah, he's just eating for time, I would say, now. He would definitely, I would imagine he would catch up to the back of these two and get 5th, but what could have been? That's the big if. Because he was right up there, he was one of the quickest drivers around, but just the tyre wear, I just don't think he got the strategy right at all. But it's part of racing. Gotta get the
It is.
strategy right. As Smiley's caught up to the back of Range, but Range is catching Honden. Are we gonna have a very good fight for second here?
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Let's have a look at the lap times. So lap 30, Honden lost half a second, which is the half a second that's taken this gap from 1 to half. Whereas, yeah, look, he's just doing the same lap time, lap after lap, which he is relentless for, isn't he? Smiley 2.8 off them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, he's right on his gearbox now.
I just wonder what kind of mistake he's made. Did he go off somewhere and get dirty tyres?
I tell you what, if Lucky salvages a P2 from this after dropping to 9th,
yeah, that'll be a superb race from him.
He will be a bit gutted because he could have fought for the win, but wins are going to be hard to come by in this level. And I think if you come away from the first 2 rounds with a win and a P2 on an MR track,
you'd be laughing with it.
So where do we go to next? Let me just
watching this. I know the Lexus is quick on the straight, but I'm not sure how quickly it can catch here.
Yeah, so we go to Barcelona next, which I don't know who that will suit.
I've heard it suits a Ferrari, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. I know the Porsches were supposedly good last time, but now look at Lucky's right on the back of him. Just went up a wee bit wide with the dirty air. Has the back.
Smiley's ominously close though, as well, for these guys. It's a freeway fight for the podium here.
Freeway fight for second, I would imagine. But I think Range is just a little compromised out that exit, I would imagine. Dropping a little bit of time. But no, just how consistent he is in that Lexus, by the way.
Which is a tricky car, isn't it? Like, I tested it a little bit in pre-season. It's nice, but it does want to kill you. But unfortunately, the fast cars do want to kill you. That's the problem, isn't it? Smiley. So look, he's gone from Hunter to Hunted here.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it can be hard to switch off from hunting someone to get
you now got to start taking defensive lines, haven't you now?
But I don't imagine he would want to take any defensive lines. He would definitely want to just try and get this move on Honda and try to get as close to him. But what would be helping Range right now is slipstream from Honda, bit vice versa. So Smiley got the slipstream with those softs.
Top it, but that bloody helicopter's flying low.
I know. I've noticed there is. It's always something that can distract you in this race as well. I'm just glad there's no kangaroos around here.
Well, yeah, I don't think Croatia's famous for it. It's always harder because you don't want to defend fresh air, but sometimes you're worried if the door's being left open and a bit vulnerable. They all go a bit deep there, don't they?
Yeah. I think Smiley will be frustrated to be sitting behind these guys with mediums, knowing that he's got softs. They're just a little bit better than these guys as mediums. But
yeah, would you say his window for getting this done is narrowing, isn't it?
Yes. There's going to be a point where these tyres are going to be exactly the same, and it's coming up soonish, I would imagine.
Imagine Honda here, you've got the 2-time sprint champion behind you, you've got a 2-time GT Pro champion behind your rear mirror. But he's staying calm and composed, doing what he needs to do. He'll be praying that they battle. These guys, just give him maybe. I think if he can get himself another second leeway again, it should be enough to see him home.
Lucky's not had the best exit out of that corner.
He seems to be struggling on the exit out of the hairpin. It's hard because you don't want to be too gradual on the power because then you'll be slow out anyway, so you have to almost take that bit of a risk.
I love watching these cars go into that corner, they'll all hop over the curb.
I know, and this when it's this time of night and you see some of them that have the side exhausts and
the sparks as well.
It looks great. It's the best looking racing game by a long way. I
have a look at anywhere else. There's some
No,
other close.
I tell you what, you stay with them. I'll see what else is going on. Oh, SH and Asville are back together. Of course they are. Haz is on the back of that pack. Plus, Apex had a difficult race. I'll just be using this for practice.
I've just seen Lucky's flashing his lights at the car ahead now, and
Well,
I feel like.
Where do you stand on the flashing light debate?
So
because you're not a flasher, are you? You never flashed me, and you've ever taken me ahead of a lot.
No, I don't mind it. It's a part of your car, so you can use it.
I've only just today mapped a button for it, just in case.
I think if it's a part of your car and it's there, you can use it.
Yeah.
So I don't mind if people flash me. I won't flash them because I can't find the button.
I get distracted by farmer. I mean, on this game, I get distracted by sunsets, helicopters. So it's only just one of the things to get distracted by. Oh, Smiley's got the win this time.
Smiley's, it's close up. It's just that McLaren. It's getting to that speed to try and overtake some of these cars that it struggles with.
You drove that car last year. What's its main? I know it's good in the tyres, but I guess it's better through the corners then.
It's good. It is good on the straight, but getting it to there, it's acceleration
Getting it to
out of
the
corners.
top speed, yeah.
Yeah, out of the corners, it's not the best car in the world. You lose a lot more time. But yeah, it's good in corners. But
is he got? This must be the one now.
He just needs
Does Lucky defend? Does he defend?
I don't
compromising.
think. Oh, he sends it.
Oh,
but he's went wide.
What a switchback that is.
His Honda went wide as well.
I think so. I think they all did. Is who on the brakes last, like breaking chicken? I think that was.
Yeah.
But Lucky, that switchback was beautiful.
I think Lucky just knew I'm going to break early. Smiley's going to oversend this and hurt his tyres.
And it hurts because every part of your ego wants to break late. It's like it's a game of chicken, but I think it was a smart move. And now he's right back on the back of Honda now.
Yeah. And I've just had a look at Smiley's tyres. They're worse now. So he's got to be very careful now. But he's still quick as well. See, with worn tyres.
Might be pushing it on the fuel as well. He should get to him, but he's in the red.
He's in the red.
But Lucky right on Honda's.
Yeah.
But
being in that slipstream, I think being in the slipstream does help you with fuel. I have a feeling. Oh, yellow flag.
Who's the yellow flag for?
It's ahead. It's ahead of us. Oh, Lucky goes around it outside of Pondon and makes it stick.
Wow.
What a move.
So after the switch back on Smiley, round the outside of Honda at the chicane.
I think Honda just got a little bit too loose at the rear. And Smiley just said, I'll go around the long way, thank you very much. But now he's going to be under pressure from this slipstream.
Definitely taking the defensive line this time.
He's got to use that Lexus's power on the straight. It's Honda said it. Oh, no.
No, that was iffy.
That was iffy. And it's
contact with Smiley as well.
It's allowed Smiley to come through now. And Smiley will have a look at this.
The thing is, is Honda trying to give it back?
He's giving it back.
But he's going to cost him 2 positions. And now Smiley's going to capitalise on both of them. He's like, this has nothing to do with me. You carry on, I'm going through.
Yeah.
God, it's very sporting of Honda.
It is very sporting.
Because there was contact, but it was a late move. I don't know who was ahead at the apex, but it's really tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, there was contact, but I don't know. Now Lucky's got to get out of that head and start chasing this McLaren. He knows he'll be quicker.
Softs will be on the edge.
Yeah, he'll know his car will be quicker on the straight out of these corners. He just needs to get the exit to prove it. But he's just struggling to get the car out of the corner. So you can see the time just tickles down as long as that McLaren gets on the straight. But, this is getting absolutely, I would say, spicy is the word.
That's just the way all the strategies have converged towards the end of the race.
Nice.
That's only 9 seconds off the back one, but obviously he's not going to make that up. But yeah.
Well, Hodden's dropping off the back of these two.
Yeah. Last lap it's just absolutely flown by.
And I've just had a look at the gap to like 20 seconds for boosted.
Crazy.
Crazy. Deserves it though. He's just kept his head down, kept going, kept chugging along. So yeah, I don't even know the time flies that quickly. I didn't even
I
realise we
know.
were near the
I
last
know.
lap.
It won't go this quick when we're in the car.
Oh no, definitely
Well, it
not.
might do for you, but not for me.
Yeah, it would do it for me.
Yeah, Honda. I don't know what's happened, but really fallen off.
Really.
Can
Is it? It's just it's tires. He's just not used to them. I think Smiley's just pulled away far enough where that's it. I don't see unless he makes a big mistake.
it's still a decent point return for Lucky, but I think with everything he's done, he'd have liked the second place.
But
Yeah.
he's closer now. I better go on the back of Boosted. He's
Oh yeah,
driven it.
Sugar. He's coming on the last chicane, isn't he? What a drive!
What a drive!
He didn't panic, did he, early on?
No.
He just did his race, which he does so often. He just does, Lucky straight back on the back of Smiley. I think it's going to be too little too late.
But what a win from Boosted. Just
incredible.
Kept his head down, kept out of trouble, and just kept on chugging those laps times away. And now it's getting close. But Smiley just takes second with his alternate strategy. Then we've got Wrench, then Honden, which is just dropped off the back, which is maybe just tyres weren't good enough. We got Dad Leisure with another alternative strategy, making that work as well to get back to fifth.
Yeah. I mean, the throw is it. He started on the front row, so is he disappointed? Is he happy? It's difficult.
And we got Alikos with that damage keeping.
I don't know how he stuck with Filthy there.
We got Panda coming across the line. SD Dunn, Azrael.
They've just spent the whole race together.
We got Gloss Boss also coming around to take it.
And Apex was lapped, unfortunately. Chunky
Apex
was back out,
Chunky.
but
that was a brilliant race, I would say, as well to the end. It was a very, I'm trying to look for the words here to describe it. A very enjoyable race for the neutral, I would say. But yeah.
Absolutely, enjoyed it, mate. Thank you very much for your company.
Yeah, thanks for your company.
Problem is, you relax and enjoy that and then forget we've got to go race now. But no, enjoy it. It's a great race. And Championship, it's only 2 rounds in, but already looks like it's going to be close. It might ebb and flow each week. But no, very enjoyable.
Yeah, I think Range will be gutted about that as well.
He will, but if you'd have offered him P3 on lap 1, I think he takes it. Obviously, I think
he just bites. He'll bite your hand off a P3 where he was at the start. And also, I've got to say, a recovery drive for
SD, brilliant. He's in. I think him and Lucky have to both be in the drive of the day contention. Obviously, Boosted does when you win by that far, but I think in terms of recovery drives, Lucky and SH.
Just dragging it back from the first lap being from that far back, and just pulling it all the way back to get more points and to finish ahead of a couple of drivers, which is superb from him.
And the thing is, with Lucky there, you look at what Max Verstappen's done in real life. Like, if you can score points on your, I'm not going to say it's a bad race for him, but where you've had difficult races and you're coming away, that's what Max has done all year, and it's been enough for him. Would it be enough for Lucky? I think only time will tell. But we'll see how we go next week.
Well, we will see, and hopefully the next race will be as fun as this one, because I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, same, mate. Same. Nice one.
Right, nice one. We will see you for the next race in Barcelona.
See you then.
See you then.